Welcome to this video. Introduction. This is a video about Neolithic card ruts. At moments this video could become a bit technical. I call these card ruts like a Paleolithic heavy duty hybrid transportation system somewhere between train tracks and cable cars, because there is more than sufficient proof for it. This video will show that wheels and even ruts or tracks were used very intensively, efficiently, in an automated way, and at least in cases propelled by gravity. This all the way back in the Neolithic or long before the Neolithic, and this all over the world, also as far as the Americas. This will also show that cultures and or imperiums were much more advanced and mature than the general public today expects. These cultures were specialized in mining and in metallurgy on an industrial scale, even for today's standards. Their communities and supposed houses held blast furnaces for heavy duty metallurgical and other purposes, fit for the turnover event by which these cultures overturned and took the whole world. And we are modern humans are the result of. So much that we are them, and what was before their arrival and turnover is now extinct. And this is not limited to humans alone. While they used several clean energy systems, their industry and military were not clean or sustainable at all. At times rather burn it all when it regarded the cultures and the forest, herds and animals envisioned to be taken over. Envision of the humans to be taken over. Their industry, military, culture was so intensive, destructive and widespread that they caused, on purpose, an ice age, today called the Younger Dryas Ice Age, and destructions that we today wrongly interpret as meteorite impact or impacts. This is the root, and this is the turnover event, pretty much with some effect in all of the world. This is the root in North America, Air 1, and these are the descendants, Air 1A here, Air 1B. You see it here, this is Britain, Stonehenge 4,400 years ago. Air 1B, that is this one, Air 1B here, takes over, turns over all that was before, E, I and I2. And there's a 90% replacement somewhere after 4,400. So the ones that built Stonehenge were turned over, eliminated, and were replaced by the red dots. This is covered in other videos. The destruction, because they start in North America, goes from North America to Western Eurasia, where the most turnover took place. I I covered this in other videos why it goes this much south as South America, and why Australia is involved, Southeast Asia, Madagascar, why they are involved. We modern humans seem to have a problem with these facts and prefer not to see the plentiness of evidence of what I'm informing at this moment. So the title, Laura, Neolithic, Ruts, Malta 1. This video gives comments amongst others on a video from Laura, who is the author of the very unique and creative MEGALITH-HUNTER channel. It's a one woman's effort, and she's very courageous and efficient. Laura asks the next question: could ruts have been carved by a lost civilization? This is a clickable link of her video, of her channel, and in the written form it is here. This is a clickable link as well. Also Laura, the same author, the same channel, exploring the unknown, cliff edge ruts and ancient tech. Link in written form, author Laura of the MEGALITH-HUNTER channel. This is a symbol, logo, and she must have much more than 139 videos today. Could ruts have been carved by a lost civilization? MEGALITH-HUNTER channel, Laura. Laura speaking in a video and channel. As the MEGALITH-HUNTER, I explore my fascination with the megalith builders. These prehistoric ancients are in many ways still a mystery to us. To get a better understanding of them, I also look at what came before and what came after, as well as researching contemporary cultures who didn't build megalithic monuments at all. If you love mysteries of the ancient past as much as I do, join me as I explore sites and look at the gaps in our knowledge of them. This is all Laura of MEGALITH-HUNTER channel speaking. My motivation of me, GM Johannes Mallans, to comment on Laura's video. I'm a forestry engineer. My motivation to comment on the very interesting video of Laura is that her approach is very straightforward and that she has clear objectives, that she performed the research on the field, in the field herself, on her own mostly, and she is one of the few authors that speaks freely and in detail about ruts and other megaliths as well. Another motivation for me, GM, to comment the video of Laura is what Laura says at the very end of her video. Laura speaking: I have my own theories on what menhirs were really for and on what was happening in the Maltese temples, and I'm getting somewhere with a theory about the Cyclopean walls. But ruts have me really confused, and as I've said before, they aren't just in Malta and Italy. This is a remark of GM. They are also in the Americas and Brazil, where you can find the origin of all humans. This is covered in other videos. This is Laura. Give me your ideas, let's figure this out. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Laura speaking: I am determined to solve at least a tiny bit of the mystery that is the ancient past but I want a community to do it with. Having support on YouTube and social media makes the journey so much more fun. I love sharing my trips and my research. End of the quotes of Lohan. Now my GM comments, etc. on Laura's work and video. This is a selection of the transcription that comes with this video of her. Laura speaking. Card ruts have fascinated me for many years because, like megaliths, it's not clear who created them, when they created them, or why they created them. They've been given the name card ruts because they look a little bit like the tracks worn into stone by wheels. Laura speaking. The idea of lost civilization is attractive because many sophisticated ancient cultures appear to spring from nowhere. Just as with megaliths, card ruts are often attributed to lost civilizations. I still don't know what this lost civilization was doing with them. She meant the card ruts. I prefer the idea that the answers are right in front of us, hidden in plain sight. I agree with her. I think we're missing something fairly obvious. I'm concentrating on the ones I've explored myself in the Mediterranean and the various research that has been done on them so far. GM. Migrations from the Americas to Western Eurasia, mainly from North America through and propelled by the North Atlantic current. So it's a little bit odd here because you leave, this is the current, and then it's over Iceland, this is Iceland, it's Greenland, Iceland, it hits on Western Europe, the Mediterranean, and parts of Africa. So it really starts where it can pick up the current. Current goes here out and comes here in Greenland, Iceland. There's islands in between, England, etc. And here they focused on this region, at least this haplogroup. That doesn't mean that they didn't settle even more on other places. It's about this empty DNA haplogroup X. I show it because it's so clear and it's similar to what happens with haplogroup R. With R, haplogroup Y DNA haplogroup R, the root is in North America as well, picks up the same current and turns over this part, but also many other parts of the world. I showed it above. This one. North America, picking up the current and turning over other parts of the world, but mainly Western Europe and Western Eurasia. Okay, we were here. Photo of card ruts, so you have an idea how card ruts can look like. Sometimes they're straight, like here, it looks like straight, more or less. And sometimes they are curved. Sometimes they end up in the Mediterranean. That gives us a clue that card ruts were, from long before, the rising of the ocean levels with 120 meters, let's call it the flood, before and after the younger Dryas event, so later than 19,000 years ago. Megaliths. I will leave the rest to other videos, to the next video and other videos. Thanks a lot for watching. So important that this was um, comments on a video of flora of Megalith-Hunter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.